I want all of you just to repeat after me. God is in charge.
God is in charge.
And all is well.
And all is well.
Thank you, Jesus. The law of large numbers. I want to go back to the age of 21. I knew at that time, after spending 2 years in the United States Army, that I wanted to be a millionaire by the time I was 30. I was willing to do whatever it took. I didn't need a job. I needed something that was going to give me real money, and it had to be from commissions. A job was going to get, I could not get a job that's going to get me there in 9 years. Started off as New York Life Insurance Company in 1969. Wasn't supposed to get that job. They wanted you to be at least 25 years old. They wanted you to have sales experience. They wanted you to have a degree. I didn't have any one of them. All I had was a burning desire to be a millionaire by the time I was 30 because I felt my family deserved it. I wanted to leave something of importance, to break out of the thing that everybody in my family was in. And don't get me wrong, we were okay. They had jobs, but I wanted more than that. The law of large numbers. In the insurance industry, financial planning, the average agent produces 3 applications a month. A good agent will do 10 a month. The company would say, if you did that, you would be successful. I literally did 100 a month, as much as 10 good agents would do in a month, or I did as much in 1 month as a good agent would do in a year. The law of large numbers. When you, the mind said you have to stretch yourself. Stretch. You got to be results orientated, making something happen no matter what. It's got to be between you and God, nobody else. Wow. When you make that connection and you stretch and you stretch and you do things other people can't do and they say you're not normal, but that's okay because I love me and it's okay for me to not be normal. It don't get no better than that. Stretching to 100, sometime 102, 103. When I slow down and coast, I'm still at 50 or 60. People can't even keep up with that. When Phyllis brought me into this business, and I was kicking and screaming and saying, leave me alone, go away, I'm going to hang up on you. All I can remember is, Kenny, I need 45 minutes. I say, please, Phyllis, I've tried it all. Melaleuca, prepaid legal, oh, whatever, I tried it. I'm just trying everything, looking for that perfect business opportunity. I had no idea that in October of that year, I gave a prayer to God. I said, God, these restaurants are killing me. I'm so sick of them. I don't know what to do. I've accepted this thing. I'll never get all my money back. I had no idea the prayers that I made in October was brought to me by Phyllis in December. Had no idea. When I got into this business, I started having so much fun, I didn't know what to do. I forgot I was supposed to make money. When they sent me an email to go get finished for this ring, I had to go add up all the checks, and somewhere about midway, I started putting the money on a pay card because when I got a check, I would always get up in the middle of the room and shake it, and everybody got checks, they would get up there and shake it like that, and somebody said, Mr. Lewis, you can't do that. They call that enticement. I say, well, if I don't get a check and it's on my pay card, they cannot accuse me of that. I had to go, when I got that email, add up all the checks, and surely I knew how to deposit a check. I just didn't know how to get that money off that pay card. I had my assistant, my comptroller, Janice Stewart, she called and she came back and said, you can get $300 a day. I said, let me get them on the phone. This check this week was $17,920. Next week is going to be $12,000. The week before was $8,000. That will not work. She found out how to bank transfer. Every morning on Friday, we bank transfer whatever is on that pay card. My God, guys, this thing works. It works. You have to stretch yourself. You can't give the excuses. You have to reach deep inside of yourself. There is that entrepreneurship spirit that's there. You have to reach inside because that spirit is hollering, let me out, let me out, let me out. I can do it bigger and better than you are. Yes. It's there. It's there. You will allow me to reach inside of you and pull it out because it's there. It's hollering, it's screaming. Look, get out of this way. It's want to go, go, go. My God, my God. If you allow it to come out, it will do things you cannot do. Because, see, people live and die and not know the purpose that they were on this earth for. 3 years ago, you would have heard me talking about, I'm following my spirit, I'm following my spirit, I'm getting my connections right with God. Ira is in here somewhere. He's been running with me for the last 14, 15 months. I waited for quite a while before I said, Ira, my spirit and took me into the supernatural. He looked at me and he didn't say nothing. He just looked. About a month later, he was saying, yeah, supernatural, yeah, supernatural, because things are happening. This is our season, guys. This is it. It ain't no mistake. You are in the supernatural, whether you want to believe it or not. You got to stay connected. Coffee's going to make us all rich. We're going to put Starbucks out of business. They too highly priced. We got it convenient. We can have it any time. Coffee's going to make us rich. I'm saying it. Jerome's saying it. You will be saying it too. Supernatural blessings, the law of large numbers. When I was doing it as an insurance agent with New York Life, they called me super this, super that, lucky this, lucky that. You have no idea. When you use the law of large numbers, anything can happen. There's a lot of comfort in it. I don't care if I lost 20, 30% of the people. It didn't make no difference because I had so much. Okay, and in this business, you don't know who's going to be that person that's going to really work for you. And in most cases, it's not the one you think it's going to be. You think you're going after that person going to be all of that. You're going to learn to let time tell. Okay, because a lot of times the person that you think is going to do it is not going to be the one. It's going to be the one that's hungry enough. It's going to be the one that's going to catch that Zamzuu spirit, understand these numbers, and something is going to go off in their head, and they're going to be on fire. See, you have not really got into the business totally involved until you get that fever. That fever will not let you sleep. The numbers will run in your head, and some kind of way you are on fire, you're going. And somebody out there is cracking up because they know what I'm saying is true. Law of large numbers. I'm going to share something with you about goals. You know, people have their own way of dealing with goals. I would always want to stack the deck in my favor. We have our daily goals, our weekly goals, our monthly goals, our yearly goals, and then we have the goals that's going to go out to the next year and out to the next to the 5 years, etc. I would always stack that deck in my favor. I want to share this with you. Always begin with the end in mind. You've got to be able to write it down, put some timelines, everything that makes sense, and a goal that makes sense is something that you can do. And that's something that you can't do. You can't say you're going to make $1 million next week. It ain't going to happen. That's just not the lottery. Not at all. Begin with the end in mind. Begin with what it feels like when you do it. Close your eyes and submerge yourself into it. Feel what it's going to be like when your mother, your father, all the people that you want to share everything with say, man, you did it, or your kid's going to love you for this, and on and on. Begin with the end in mind. Now, my weekly goals, I would want them to be done by Friday. But if they're not done by Friday, I don't get a day off, I don't get an hour off, because it's very important for that weekly goal to be met. My monthly goal has to be made by the 20th of the month. 20th of the month. 20th of the month. My yearly goal has to be made by the end of October. You don't want to be the end of December talking about what you're trying to do, which is impossible. Now, the monthly goal, the 20th of the month. Then you want to kind of relax a little bit, start planning the last 4 or 5 days for the next month. Because you want to be able to explode into the month. You want to be able to create the momentum. This has never failed me. I'm never on the last day trying to do anything other than that Costa Rica trip. Other than that Costa. And see, Phyllis fooled me. You know, she came out being the lady that she is, and she tricked me. I signed up for a contest that only had less than 2 weeks to go, and everybody else had a 10-week head start. And I'm saying I'm going to be in the top 3, right? Now, I put it out there, Jerome, I just couldn't bring it back. Couldn't bring it back. But one thing I loved about it is that gave me the opportunity to really bond with you, Demond. You are a special human being. I love you. You are unbelievable. There's a Holy Spirit that you have that I want to just share and give you everything that I got. Because I know that you would be a good steward of it. I know you would take it and share with everybody else. See, I know where I'm supposed to be at now. At this point in my life, I'm here to share and to give. Most people live and die and never know. I know it. Now let's get back to the goals. You've got to finish your yearly goals by the end of October. Now, if you've got it for a convention or something like that, just get into that. That thing should be done by the end of June. You don't need to go into no July trying to figure out what you're going to do. You need to be coasting in, relaxing, and feeling like what it's going to be when you walk across that stage. Oh, God. And you know what, Melissa? I just want to say something. You are a special, special lady. It's nobody else on the planet like you. I processed a lot of people in my life. Nobody's like you. Nobody. And what's so amazing to me is that you get better and better. It doesn't stop. Somebody said on the bus, Melissa Boston is going to be a household name. And I believe that. I believe that. I am so proud to be the first male director of the Ladies of Teen Vision. I am so proud. Number one, right? How many of you in here is the firstborn? I am. Nobody can take that away from you. Am I right or wrong? Can't take it away. I am the first male director of the Ladies of Teen Vision. Thank you. And Phyllis, I want to also thank you. I'm only a man. You knew that. You knew you came out there. It only took 3 minutes. 3 minutes. But I'm only a man, and these are all women. And Jerome. Now we're men, right? And no thing where you compete with the women. Tomorrow, we gonna let a woman be among the top 3, right? Okay, me and you and one woman. Okay, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And if somebody takes us out, there's got to be somebody in this room.